Hello, hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a timeless reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you're just drawn to the title. All right, before we get started, Capricorn, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Trying to get my channel circulating into YouTube, right? So that I can spread the love and light and raise the vibration on earth, right? All right, let's dive in. Already pre-shuffle. This is the Wild Unknown Archetype Oracle. Let's dive in. Oh, all right. You have the Underworld. Yes, indeed. And that is card 68. So 1455. Change, right? Change, obstacles. Wow. Right to it. Let's see. Some of you are facing the unknown. Facing wounds you hadn't looked at in a long time. That's what I'm feeling. Let's see. The nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. This is no time to mince words. The archetypical territory of the underworld is fraught with nightmares, suffering, and pain. It is the darkest shadow realm, which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. Try as we might, the darkness pulls us into its depths through disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict, and ultimately death. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives it dangerous power. Traversing it forces us to bow humbly to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of light. Amid our shadowy times, facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. Wow, so I'm Capricorn Moon, so this is very deep. But it's true, though, in order to transmute dark into light, we have to see it. This card goes perfect with what's going on in the world right now, right? Because it's on a personal note and it's on a collective note, right? So definitely, but we have to face our shadow side. We have to see it. You have to feel it to heal it. So how do you feel it? You have to see it. You have to look at it. You have to take it and just look at it, right? And once you look at it, but you don't have to get immersed in it, right? That's what I'm saying. Don't get lost in it. Look at it, but let it go. That's why I kept seeing, I didn't say nothing about it, but I kept seeing, it was like the Ten of Swords, which is about an ending, right? But you seeing clearly now what needs to go out of your life and what doesn't. But I didn't say that. I will just see if that comes about. So since this came out, that's definitely, right? It's the end of a chapter. You see clearly now what is meant to be in your life and what is not. So it's time now. Now that you see it, now you know what to do with it, right? So now you take that sword, right? You go from the 10 of swords to the 1. 10 is completion. 10 breaks down to 1, right? Come back right back around. So you have one sword, right? What you do with that one sword? You cut off people, places, and things that no longer serve you, which is what I've done, right? So beautiful. So these cards, when they have a win in light and win in dark. So win in light, bravery, depth, facing of deepest fears. Win in dark, denial, suppression, evil, unconsciousness. Yeah. So like I'm going to give myself an example since I'm a Capricorn moon, right? How I was going about my life, living unconscious, right? Denying that anything was wrong, suppressing everything with pills, whatever, right? Pills, alcohol, just whatever I had to do to where I didn't have to feel. But it kept on going. There's autopilot until finally one day I was like, is this all life has? I know there's more to life than this. And once I said them words, the universe was like, oh, yes, it is. But you got to look at all this. That's why a lot of people don't like the fact of awakening. They don't like the fact because the first thing you got to do when you start your journey of self-discovery is you got to take responsibility for everything that you've done in your life. everything. Even when you feel like, well, but I didn't do that to me. Yeah, but if somebody else did it to you, you played a part in it. Unconsciously, you played a part in it. Because if it's consciously, then you know about it. But if you're saying you didn't know, that means subconsciously you did, somehow, some way. We are responsible for ourselves. We do. And you have to take that responsibility when stuff like this comes about. When you want to discover and get to know who you are, you got to take that. So, little side note, right? So now it makes sense. And how crazy. I just noticed that this card got caught up in this, right? So, no accidents, right? Staying focused, hold the course, right? Don't, even when stuff is going disarray, chaos, like in the world, stay focused on you. Focus on what it is you came here to do. Focus on what it is you need to look at. Focus on what it is that you need to remove out of your life. Because I told you everything is pre-shuffled. Look what's at the bottom. The 5 of Gabriel, which is the 5 of Wands. See how she's alone? Usually in the 5 of Wands, there's 5 people. See how she's playing that puzzle piece? Because she's seeing what it is, how the puzzle pieces fit together, like in her life, right? A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Once again, I told you, taking that sword, cutting out people, places, and things that no longer serve you. So it's time to take inventory. Some of y'all are already doing this, but if not, it's time to take inventory because there's something in your life that doesn't belong. Now, this could be as easy as a mindset. Not that that's easy, but I mean, it doesn't have to be external. It could be a mindset, too, that needs to go. All right, situation for Capricorn at this time. The 2 of Ariel, which is the 2 of Pentacles. It's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. But just period, point blank, the need for balance. And that's why, and that goes to even your shadow side and your light side, needing to balance that, right? We don't just take our ego and throw it away. Our ego's got us this way. It's not for a reason, got us this far. But we need to balance it. Yeah, look, bottom of the deck, Virgo energy. Epiphany, which is the Hermit. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. But this is just about going within, right? Going within, facing whatever needs to be healed. Facing the shadow. All right, what is the challenge for Capricorn at this time? Please and thank you. Wow, I even see, look, I never noticed that. Drawn to the sea, he's balancing. And look, what is he balancing? The yin and yang, right? The light and dark. You have to have balance in this world. We're in a 3D, right? There has to be. We wouldn't know one without the other. What is the challenge for Capricorn at this time? Wow. Some of y'all might have Sagittarius in your charters. This is just, like I said, a collective thing. But yeah, there's a tower. Scorpionic energy, right? Change your life. Tower's coming. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. The tower comes when it's time to shake things up because you're not where you're supposed to be. Or you're not thinking like you're supposed to think. It's just whatever, if you're feeling, we're supposed to be, our number one purpose in life is to be happy. We came here to be happy and create the life we want. So the number one thing is to be happy, and that all starts within. You have to do it within. Once you do that, then everything else changes. So if you're not happy within, the tower comes. It's not a bad thing. Don't look at it like a bad thing. Look at it like all right, it is time for me to move around because I wasn't happy here, right? Yeah, it's bottom of the deck. The Empress. The Divine Feminine, right? Libra and Taurus energy. This is about nurturing yourself. Balancing the feminine and masculine, right? Maybe some of y'all are so used to just always giving and being the action and never receiving. People think it's crazy when they hear that. And I was one too. That was like, well, you're not open to receive. And I'm like, yeah, I receive, but no, I wasn't open. I had to balance the masculine and feminine within me. Because I was always used to the one doing like, oh, I don't need help. I got this. I've been a mom and dad since I was 15. 16, pregnant 15, had them at 16. By the time I was 23, had all 4 of my children, right? So that's all I've known. So I was like, I got it. I've always had to do it. But no, you got to let people help you. You can't just that's a balance too. So let's see. Potential outcome. Yes. There it is. Libra. Balance. Justice, right? The scales are balanced. And we are in Libra season, right? So this is time. This is an act. This is time now. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. The balance is coming in. The scales are turning, right? That's why this is happening. The change has to happen. So this is karmic too, right? And then we have the bottom of the deck. Queen of Raphael. Queen of Cups. Follow your heart. A love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. Yeah, I mean, and the information I'm giving you is trustworthy. And I told y'all, look at the bottom. Ace of Michael. What has he got? The sword, right? Cut out people, places, and things. It says a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others, right? Needing to speak your truth, stand in your sovereignty. All right, let's see. I want to clarify this justice, right? Everything's been pre-shuffled. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles, right? Slow but steady, right? That's about doing the work. You don't have to rush and do it. You can be patient. Wow. So clarifying justice, right? Page of Swords, right? It's about communication, right? But also Page of Swords. You don't have it in this deck, but she would have a sword, which would be cutting off people, places, and things. Like what? The Five of Wands. Remember I told you in the Five of Wands, there's usually 5 people or 5 different versions of yourself. See what I'm saying? You will be cut free from all people, places, things, or mindsets that no longer serve you. And what will you have? See, it's like the scales. This was how the scales were. This was how you were weighed down with this. Now the balance. And you're going to be having this. 10 of Cups. Happily ever after, right? Beautiful. Yes. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Wands. Passion. Feeling passionate again. Feeling like you can just do. Because if you're definitely in this energy, yeah, we got to face the shadow. The dark night of the soul is not a beautiful thing. Well, we don't. I look at it as beauty because I know what's coming out. I know what comes out of it, right? But we have to look at it and just think what's going to come about, right? Yeah, it's time for me to look at. See how she's looking at the book, right? It's time for me to look at all this, all these different shadow aspects of me. And then I'm going to come out like this. It's a beautiful feeling. All right, let's see, Capricorn. So I'm closing it out with the affirmation. And I'm going to hold it up so you can take a screenshot. And just a suggestion, you don't have to, but try using this affirmation for 21 days and just watch. 21 days. You don't have to do it, just a suggestion. Affirmation for Capricorn at this time, please and thank you. Yes. I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become reality. Yes, indeed. We're powerful beings. Don't forget it. See that eye? Yeah, that's that third eye. Follow your intuition. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your passion, what you came to do, right? Look, I told you, look what's underneath that. Wow. Did no accidents, right? 3 of Wands. It's time. I mean, 3 of Wands, Lord. 3 swords. It's time to heal. You see how she's looking in there? That's your inner child. Screaming. So I'm ready to be released, right? I'm ready to be healed. Wow, I almost got emotional, Lord. Because I resonate with this. There was a lot of inner child work I had to work on. And still more to go, right? I'm never completely healed. All right, Capricorn, that's what I have for you. I hope this helped uplift, heal, inspire. Please leave a comment if it resonated. Also, like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I do private readings. Everything's in the description box below. And until next time, I'm sending love and light as always. Take care.